Hello guys and welcome to another video. So this might be a shorter kind of video, but today we're playing a Would You Rather Percy Jackson edition. So without further ado, let's just get into it and I will link the video down below. Prompt number 1. Question, well, easy. Camp Jupiter or Camp Half-Blood? Honestly, I respect people who choose Camp Jupiter. It's a lot of structure, discipline, and being alive past 18 years old, so that makes sense. However, Camp Half-Blood is just more the vibe for me. It's chill, it's for the summer, you have to fight to survive, but you also have like a volleyball court and a lava wall, so it's all pretty inviting. You get to do capture the flag, and it just seems more cool. It's always Camp Half-Blood for me. Question number 2. This is gonna be too easy. Percy Jackson, the Olympian saga with those great covers that I've seen around. Heroes of Olympus saga. This is too easy. I feel like almost everyone agrees, at least almost everyone my age, that Percy Jackson the Olympians is better. If not better, more for me. I think it's just a lot more structured, a lot more well thought out, and I like Percy Jackson the best. So reading only from his point of view, first person at that, just works for me a lot better. And I like that it's not as focused on romantic relationships and that everything gets its time to shine and to breathe and to grow. And that's basically a very nice summary of why I like Percy Jackson and the Olympians much better. It also has a beginning, middle, and end that makes complete sense all throughout. Does it have plot holes? Yes, but what Rick Riordan's story doesn't, let's be honest. Moving on to prompt number 3. Percy Jackson or Annabeth Chase? This is a hard one. Honestly, anyone against Percy wouldn't stand a chance, but Annabeth is up there. But honestly, it's still Percy and I'm still me. I'm not still a weak-willed kind of girl who will always go for Percy Jackson almost every single time. Like 99.9% of the time, I will choose Percy over you. I'm sorry, it's just the way things are and it's the way I've lived my life for over a decade now. So that's just the way I am. You're gonna have to accept it. If you think that's basic, I will accept that and respect your opinion, but it's Percy, so I'll take your criticism. Next up, I kind of feel like I'm betraying Annabeth, especially because I just filmed a pause game where I got Annabeth for every single answer, basically. It's Annabeth! I almost picked Percy! Annabeth and Nico! Okay, oh, I could have gotten 2 for 1 if I picked them, but Annabeth is my girlfriend. I saw the picture and I was like, yeah, my item is Annabeth, but yeah. Okay, next one is Blue Food or Happy Meal. Because you don't know, Blue Food is because Sally likes to make blue food because Gabe said that blue food doesn't exist, so to spite him, she always tries to make food blue. And Happy Meal is because Nico uses Happy Meals to call people from the dead to converse with them. Honestly, Blue Food, we just have cookies here and right now it's lunchtime, so I could go for a Happy Meal much more than for cookies. But a Happy Meal, if made by Sally, could probably also be blue. Actually, I've read a study that says that blue is the least appealing color for food, and if you see it, it's the one that makes you crave it the least. So I'm just gonna go with a Happy Meal, but if I had to choose like the only food I could have for life, a Happy Meal or Blue Food, obviously Blue Food. A Happy Meal, I would die within a week. Beaded necklace or tattoo SPQR? Okay, this is too easy. I made my own beaded necklace a couple of years ago and honestly, I love it. I don't usually wear necklaces except today, rare occasion, but if I wore one, that is very much my style and I'm never gonna get a tattoo. It's just, I don't know if it's my OCD or my fear of commitment, but I can't get a tattoo. My brain could not handle having something permanent on my body that I wasn't born with. Easy, beaded necklace for me. And it doesn't have to do anything with my allegiance to Camp Half-Blood. It's just that I think putting tattoos on minors without them wanting to necessarily is kind of not okay. I don't even think it was that tattoo. They burned it onto Percy's skin, right? Okay, Hera or Octavian? This is kind of a rude question, honestly. I can't believe you've asked me this in front of all these people. I'm gonna have to choose Octavian because I believe that if he had, spoilers, if he had lived, he could have redeemed himself because he was a child and Hera is an immortal woman who's had centuries to decide not to be a prick, but Octavian didn't get enough time. Blackjack or Arian? Is this even a question? We don't get to talk to Arian, but we get to know Blackjack and he's hilarious and he loves donuts and he changes sex from one book to another, so he's an icon. So Blackjack all the way. And if it was him or Tempest, still Blackjack. Nancy Boba Fett or Clarice de LaRue. Okay, I've never seen that drawing of Nancy Boba Fett. Is that canon? I like that. Kind of looks like the girl who's gonna play her in the show. But yeah, Clarice de LaRue all the way because she actually gets redemption and she helps. She's not just a bully, she saves lives. She's also a bully, but at least she saves lives. So I think that balances it out and she's not a bully anymore. Oh, is this in Spanish? Somehow, Contracorrientes and Blackbiter. I think it's Backbiter, so I don't know what happened to this person while they were typing this. So we get Riptide or Anaklusmos in Greek and Backbiter, which is Luke's sword. Obviously, I'm gonna pick... what I'm gonna pick? Riptide for me. It has a really nice backstory, you know, with it being Zoe's and then Hercules's. And then for some reason Chiron got it and then gave it to Percy. I like it. Chiron or Lupa. So Chiron was kind of a prick in the first book. Like when I reread it last year, I think I was like, why is he so mean to Percy? His mom just died. You could have a little bit more tact. And I just like the idea of having a huge she-wolf mentor. So I'm gonna go with that. It's one of those things that I can give a point to Camp Jupiter because it's very badass. Superpowers or intelligence and wisdom? I'm sorry. I'm already intelligent and wise, so obviously superpowers, it's just so much more badass and I'm all about that badass factor. So I'm sorry, Annabeth. You're my boo, you're my girlfriend, you're my best friend, you're everything to me. But you keep the wisdom and I'll get the superpowers. Capture the flag or war games. This is just too easy. Most of these are just, are you more Camp Half-Blood or are you more Camp Jupiter? And obviously I'm more Camp Half-Blood. Tofu burgers or normal burgers? Feeling this is a reference to Piper, who is vegan or at least vegetarian. I'm gonna have to say normal burgers. If it was like a Beyond Meat or some other kind of fake meat, maybe I would choose that because sometimes, but I really like raw meat. I really like my burgers like barely cooked, like but boom, done. But tofu, I don't really like. Unless it's like a miso soup, it's not for me. Sword fighting or bow combat, I'm always gonna be more like a sword fighting kind of gal. It requires less patience and less aim. I like hand-to-hand combat, like, well, close quarter combats. It's more my style. The ocean or the sky? Obviously, I'm gonna go with the ocean, not only because of my boy Percy, but beyond him, before Percy, the times from before I knew Percy, I always loved the ocean and I love swimming and I love spending time in the beach, actually in the water because I burn to a crisp so soon. But being in the water just with the waves and everything, it makes me feel so free and it's just so nice to just float and look like a very, very shiny, Kulin-esque dead person in the water. Almost done. Let's go with the next prompt. Daedalus's Labyrinth or the Sea of ... I'm guessing monsters. I think the Sea of Monsters is less scary from what we've seen. I understand Grover, or was it Tyson? Grover, I think, doesn't like being underground and it's like very claustrophobic, very enclosed spaces, and some of the corridors, they like got really short and really tiny and cramped. So I'm gonna go Sea of Monsters because once again, I trust the sea more than I trust being underground. It's very scary and I think it's easier to get lost in the labyrinth and go mad. Okay, Percebeth versus any other ship. I'm gonna let it up to you to decide. Tell me down in the comments whether you think that I like Percebeth more or any other ship. Any other ship is very broad and I can see that we have Jasper, we have Ella and Tyson. We also have like a fat baby with wings. Is that Cupid? We have Blackjack for some reason. Like, who the hell is Blackjack shipped with? Mrs. O'Leary, we have Apollo and Meg, which is please, please, please to God, not a ship. We have Will and Nico, and Will's pose is just incredible. Calypso and Leo, we have Percy and Annabeth in there as well. Juniper and, okay, I think that's Coach Hedge holding a baseball bat next to Rachel, and also Chiron is there as well, and obviously we also have Frank and Hazel. So I'm very confused why they chose this picture specifically for ships where we have a lot of people who are definitely not ships with each other. But is this the final prompt? Did I win? I think I won. Can you win at this? I don't know, but I feel like I kind of did. Please leave a like in this video and comment down below if you agreed with most of my choices or if you hate me. Now, click that subscribe button if you haven't already and click that bell button so you get notifications every time I post a new video. I post videos just like this every single Friday, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye! The one that's calling me is the bottom right. The one at the bottom left is giving Olivia Rodrigo vibes. I saw the picture and I was like, yeah, my item is Annabeth. And the picture on the left is also Annabeth. I recognize that fan art is like the Dallas's laptop, but I get the New York Yankees invisibility cap. My life is very intertwined with Annabeth's. Did I steal it from her? This feels kind of wrong. Or since she's my girlfriend, do we share it?